Hey everybody, Joe Ray with Original Lowrider. We're at Valley High School in Santa Ana, out here in Orange County, the OC. Valley High School. You think of math, history, English class, homework. This is the only homework we really like, right? Working on our cars. Well, there are such a things for us old schoolers where there are classes where mechanics are taught. This 1962 Impala is 62 years old today. The technology is a lot different. But here's the master teacher right here. He's gonna give us a little story on the facility and what comes out of it. They look beautiful on the outside, but what makes them go is what's on the inside. The students that are involved here, our future. This is what makes them go and opens up the doors to all types of different jobs out there. They are our future. There are women here. There are women-owned lowriders, bombs, women students, young girls, our future, working on them. It's a beautiful story, and here's the man to tell it. Introduce yourself, Sal.
Hello, my name is Sal Garcia. I'm the instructor here at Valley High School for Santa Ana Unified School District. I've been here, this is my 12th year here. And this is my car. This is a 62 Impala, and you know, this is growing up as a kid. I always wanted a lowrider. I always wanted a classic car. Growing up into building the bicycles. Finally got my 62. Right now it's a project. This is a frame off. I'm still going through it. Just got the convertible top redone. The frame, and got the floor done. It's all rebuilt. It's all everything fresh. Powder coated frame. Got brake lines in, fuel lines in. You know, just like anything else. You know, plans change, so take a little setback, and I'm gonna kind of regroup a little bit. And yeah, this is it.
So you're the teacher. You are the instructor. So, and most, you know, guys out there, they have jobs. The guys that do upholstery, they don't have upholstery in their cars. Guys that do carpeting, they don't have carpet in their house. It's just the roofers out there, their houses leak. The same thing with mechanics. You really never see too many mechanics out there. Their cars run good, but they don't look as good as this. And these beauties, this is what got you going.
Yeah, this is it. You know, COVID. I think it was right before COVID. I saw this online, and you know, I got the books here, and got my little portfolio, and got my little documentation here of where it started and how it started. You know, my brother helped me pick it up with the tow truck, and you know, it's a Fred Flintstone's car. It's all literally done up. You know. That's it. This is what you're seeing here, and my friend Blast Tech, yeah, that's me. Sandblasted it myself. The 64 Impala in the back, but yeah, this is where it started. And I was gonna drive this as is, but you know, me work as a teacher, as an instructor. I wanted a show car. I wanted a daily driver. I want to get out there and drive it. So you know what? Overnight, we took it apart. Got my neighbors involved, and neighbors came over and, you know, frame off in my driveway. Rebuilt the 283. That's one of my neighbors there. You know, it's everything. Got the first thing that I got done out of everything that I got done. The first thing I got powder coated was those seat frames. Those seat frames were, I don't know why, but those frames were the first thing I got powder coated out of everything else. And that's the frame in my garage. Yeah, and this is it.
So this is the love you have for the automobile. But
Yeah.
most importantly, what's on the inside, what makes them go. It's a beautiful brand new facility. Tell us the story about your super class that you have here when it comes to mechanics.
So everything started, you know, I'm a product of Santa Ana Unified School District. I'm a product of, before it used to be called ROP, now it's CTE, career technical education. This is where it all started, Santa Ana High School. This is Santa Ana High School, after school. I grew up, as a bad kid, a single parent, living off of garage, living off of food stamps, living off of, just pretty much walking the laundromat with my mom washing clothes, going to those food drives, the holiday gifts, getting toys on holidays. My mom couldn't afford that stuff. I'm a product of that, and I remember that stuff growing up and growing up and thinking, man, how poor are we? How poor are we? But now being able to have a 62 Impala, have a job, be a teacher, and learn my mistakes that I've done in the past. Now this is it. This is what students are working on. This is what I'm teaching the students to work on. But this, I might say this a lot, but it's for the kids. This is to promote the kids. This is to show the kids what they have envisioned for the future, either college or career. This is the shop. This is the building.
So that everybody knows, we met each other about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And you told us about the program, and you were inspired by the kids and what they learned, and the gratitude and everything that they had, and the respect, and how they came to learn auto mechanics, and that put a good feeling deep inside you in your soul. And you had a dream place that you wish you could expand the program, bring in more kids, because it's a good story.
Yeah.
The kids are our future, not only just taking them away from, staying out of trouble and all that, but giving them the right education to understand things. We all jump in a car, turn the keys on, and we just go, and we don't even know what's behind all of it. And you had a passion for this back then, and then we come back and hook up again 5 years later, and you've moved. Same location.
Yeah,
But here's your dream right here, and these pictures right here. Here's the facility we're in now.
the old shop, if you can kind of come back here, our old shop was only had 2 lifts and 1 alignment machine. So think about where the white car, that 59 car is at, to the gold car over here, the Mercedes. That's how big our old shop was. You look around now, we have total of now 6 lifts. Now we have 2 alignment bays, flush bonded 2 alignment bays. We have 2 tire machines, 2 balance machines. Why? And that's a big question of why the district or the school, my principal asked me, why should we do this? Why is because we have students enrolling in our program. At one time, I had 43 students enrolled in my classes, and my principal saw this, and they're like, you know what, we gotta make this. We gotta help you. How can we help you? How can we support you? So I asked them, we need a bigger facilities. That conversation started 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we had to write grants. We failed twice in writing grants. We finally got approved. Prior to COVID, we got approved. And that was, I think it was about $19.5 million for this facility. And it's, COVID took a lot of money away from us, and we had to adapt. The district had to adapt. But now having this to show, it was well worth it. It was worth it because back in the days, our class ratio per lift was probably anywhere between 10 to 15 students per lift. 10 to 15 students working on 1 car. What's the learning retention for that? It's really hard. Now we have total of 6 post lifts. Now the student ratio brought that down to about 4 to 5 to 6 students a ratio. So that now it's getting more engaged to our students. This is one of the big products that our district supported us in.
The tools of the trade, though, but Sal, we're talking about from the brakes, wheel alignment, modified engines, because the technology is so different, but everybody's still, we just mentioned the 62 years old, everybody wants to keep it that way. There's really not too much of a difference when it comes to technology. An engine, a motor is an engine, but I mean, you do it all here,
Yeah.
from the ground up. And the students leave here, and we'll get into what the course entails. You could be here for 4 years taking a class for an hour per day. So we'll get into all of that, but show us more of your class before we come out here.
Let's go, let's walk to the alignment.
Okay. All right, Sal, alignment.
So what's cool about this is students work on alignment. This machine, it teaches students geometry, teaches students math, teaches students the way a vehicle works. This here, it's just a simple handout, a simple little alignment printout that students worked on. This is yesterday or a couple weeks ago. Alignments, changing their toe, the components, ball joints, bushings, tie rod ends, adjusting tie rods. You know, I can set this up.
To learn just about that, suspensions, alignment, how long does that take?
So alignment's a kind of a hard subject because it's not a hard subject. It's just a long subject. The reason is because it's not just the suspension. It also relates to brake systems. It also relates to the steering system. So steering, if you have steering wheel play, you have tie rods loose, you have your adjuster loose, you have your pitman arm loose. Then it turns to your gearbox. So a lot of this stuff, it's you really gotta inspect all your components. At the same time, teaching the students how this is understood, so they can explain it to the customer in their language. And so somebody that does not know anything about automotive or does not understand or know anything about their vehicle, how to explain it to them so they can get it, so they can understand it a better way.
So this helps out with a future student's resume when they go to apply for a job. Hey, I know how to do wheel alignment. I do this where they work at a dealership,
Correct.
a mechanic shop.
Correct. So nowadays, we're 2024, okay?
Yeah.
You're working on a 1959 vehicle. That needs to be alignment. 2024, all these cars that have lane assist, these cars with the lane assist need to have their sensors realigned. Did you know that in your windshield it has a sensor that needs to be reset? And in order to reset that, you need this type of machine to align it. So that's 2024 technology. That's being relevant to the industry. You know? So right now we're gonna pretty much do an alignment real quick on a vehicle, right?
Yeah.
If a student does not know anything about alignments, does not know anything about, and this is the first deal, this is my training. Joe, off the bat, do you know the specification for this car is? Off the bat? You don't. So right now, we're gonna use this little steering wheel, and we're gonna illustrate, or excuse me, show specification. That's the specifications. Joe, do you know what type of tool do you need to align this?
A hammer or a pair of pliers.
Okay, wrong. So we're gonna go to tools and kits.
That's me.
Check it out. We're gonna go to tools and kits. Right now, you need a 14 millimeter, you need a 19 millimeter, and you need a 24 millimeter. So check it out. Joe, let me ask you another question. Do you know where the toe is at on this car? Or how to adjust it, or where the toe is at?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm used to 70s cars.
Okay, so we're gonna go back
60s.
here. We're gonna go illustrate adjustment. We're gonna go illustrate adjustment, and you're gonna go under the vehicle, and you're gonna show that. Okay. See that? So now the student gets a 14. I think it was a 14 and a 17 millimeter, whatever it was. You get it, loosen that, and that is your toe. You go underneath the vehicle. Literally, if you're under the vehicle here, and you're under the vehicle here, now you see that, and you're reading to this. You know?
Wow.
The cameras, this is your cameras up there. This is your camera. This is how easy the camera sensors are aligned. Like that. Boom. Done. Before, back in the days, you had to turn it, okay, clamp them down on the rim. Well, why did that change? You know? Well, how fast was that? Seconds. Productivity. So the dealership is now making money instead of losing money. The owner, the dealership is making customers not wait as long. Yeah, right now, the industry's hurting for technicians. The industry is hurting to hire employees. Right now, when you take your car to service, you're on a 2-week waiting list. You're on a 3-4 week waiting list. We're hurting. So
All right, here we go, everybody. If you notice, everything in here is wrapped in blue with Snap-on tools. Sal, tell us about this. You can educate the students for 4 years here, an hour a day, but if you don't have the proper tools, doesn't mean a thing, does it?
It doesn't. And part of this, the building the facility was having the right equipment for the tools. So when they leave here and they go to the industry, they're ready. They know what they're using. They know how to handle tools, how to put their tools away, how to manage their tools. This is just one toolbox of 6 toolbox sets that we have. I'm gonna throw the price out. Don't get scared. This box here only costs $65,000 just for one box. Check it out. Okay, this is what our students use. It looks clean, it looks new, but these tools have already been used. We are in our 3rd month of using these tools. 3 months. Check out these tools. Sockets, all organized, everything. Now the reason why we did this, our district asked, what equipment should we buy for our students? And I asked our district the same question. What do you guys want for our students? We arranged a trip to go to visit to 3 facilities, 3 dealerships out here in Orange County. We looked at a dealership that was not well taken care of, that needed a little bit of work, that was dirty. We went to a medium dealership that was well maintained equipment, and then we went to a really high luxury dealership. Okay. Then after we came back, we sat down in the meeting. I asked them, "What do you want for our students?" This is exactly what they told me. We want nothing but the best for our students. We want our students to have nothing but the best. Why? So they can go out and they know how a torque wrench works. Why is a torque wrench so important? Every single time you take off a wheel, students use a torque wrench. How to understand foot-pounds to inch-pounds to Newton meters. That's math without them even knowing it. Again, different sizes from 1/2-inch drive to 3/8 to quarter. We have pry bars, air tools. Yes, we have air tools. All this stuff. Yes, it looks new, and yes, this is again the 3rd month that we're using our tools. But it takes a lot of pride in our students. The students take pride in their equipment. They're coming here and they're wiping tools down. They're putting stuff down. You can look at the tool. We have a couple of stuff that we still need to go inside the sandblast cabinet to sandblast. Look at these original ball joints. They still have the rivets that they need to rivet out. Yesterday, I was showing them how to use the air hammer to take out the rivets. And when the student came off, he's like, "Garcia, my hands are still shaking. I feel like I used one of those concrete air hammers." And he's like, "Yeah." So it's kind of, and it took them literally about an hour to take off one rivet. And drums, drum brakes, shocks, links, sway bar links. But yeah, this is, a lot of the stuff. So the reason for this is a lot of this tools, a lot of the days, we have a group of students. It'd be about 4 to 6 students in one lifts. They are in one group, so they'll be here, and all the tools that they need to work on the car will be in their lifts, just like the industry. Students do get scholarships. They don't. I take that back. They apply for scholarships. They go out there at senior year. They go out and they apply for the California New Car Dealers Association, the CDCA, Orange County Dealers. The Orange County Auto Dealers Association. They give out scholarships. If you're a student anywhere in California, apply for those scholarships. Those scholarships, there's so much money out there. There's free money for you guys to go to college, to any of the community colleges out there, to help you kind of, just to get out there in the industry, get out there to get a job or land a course at your community college. So just trying to change the barriers and remove the barriers for our students.
For all of the students that come here and they take the 4-year course, I mean, everything is hands-on here, whether you're working on classics or brand new, whatever the new ingenuity is that's today, that's a driving force behind the drivetrains on these cars. The students in here come in here, they have the right experienced instructor. You started from the ground up. That's how you have to start here, your first course, your first class. You work on anything from classics to the Kia over there, if you will, but you have the best tools also. And the way this whole facility is built and the way it looks like, you could be, or they could be in the future because of this class, they could be a BMW dealership.
Check this out. We have oil reels at a high school level. I guarantee you, what automotive program has oil reels at a high school? Maybe one in the nation. I think we'll probably be the first one. If anybody's out there, let me know. We are having our ribbon cutting that's scheduled for March 14th at 4:30. It's open to the community. You live in Orange County, you're in LA, you're Southern California, come down, come and take a look. Trust me, this is just a video. Come and check this out.
I know that. That's for sure. And for all of us out there watching, sometimes for the students, the young students out there, the future is worldwide out there for them, and it's up ahead. But showing us right now all the tools, all the equipment, the lifts, the education, you're bringing the future to them here.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the for the students. Just whatever we can, give these students an opportunity to succeed.
What's going on over here with Lisa's 49 woman-owned deluxe?
So the girls are replacing a side cover gasket and the valve cover gasket.
You guys know what you're doing in there?
Yes, we're putting in the bolts on the side covers, and we're just waiting for it to be moved so we can put the cover, the gasket covers.
How long have you guys been in this class?
Probably about a week.
About a week?
No, since the beginning of the year.
The beginning of the year?
Yeah.
So when you see a straight six, right? Am I right? A straight six compared to a regular V8 and then the modern technology, even the LS motors, when you see that, this is like a dinosaur, right?
Yeah.
But they pretty much operate the same, right? That's what you learn?
Yeah, they all look different, but it's basically the same concept.
So you guys are changing the valve cover, right?
Yes.
What else?
Right now we just changed the side cover. We replaced it with a new gasket because we had removed it. It was not it. We changed it to a new one. And right now we're gonna put a gasket on the valve cover too so that we can fix it off.
Women in cars.
Yes.
So this is so cool, and I love this. This is, a lot of girls are maybe they're told, "Oh, you're just a girl. You don't do this, or you don't. That's not your job. Why not? This is to support each other, help these kids out, help these youths out. These girls are in here replacing a gasket, learning how to work on their own cars. Alondra has her car, and she just did a video for our social media about what to look for when you buy a used car.
Yeah, super important.
Talk about that.
Yeah, super important because when I bought my car, I thought everything was fine. And when I came in and brought it into my automotive shop, I found out that my driver's seat was actually not brand new. It was actually had been underwater, so it's super damaged and it's making my SRS light turn on. We're still we ran the code, but we still have to diagnose it a little bit more.
What's up on the gasket?
How do your parents feel about you coming to school to learn everything, graduate, and you're doing a mechanic class?
My dad loves it. He's really into mechanics, so when he sees me,
he is too?
follows the automotive Instagram, so when he sees me on there, he just is so ecstatic to see me on there.
We have a mechanic in the family in case our cars break down.
Yeah.
You have a brother also or no?
I have my grandpa, so
Okay.
it runs in the family.
That's
He's
good.
really excited. Just a little bit, yeah. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Gasket better not leak, I'm telling you.
No, no.
Yeah, this is, how's that side cover? How tight is it?
With all the new cars that are out there today, all the little SUVs, the crossovers, the sports cars, and then something like this, you guys learn to appreciate these type of cars, and you have a little more respect for them because you know what makes them, from the inside out, you know what makes them go. And then the technology back then, though, was like 75 years, if I do my math right.
Turn over here.
You see how things have changed.
See how tight that is?
Yes.
Yeah, like that, all of them.
Okay.
Okay. So right now, what I showed her is how tight to do it. You don't want to over tighten it. If you over tighten it, you'll end up breaking the bolt. So right now they're just double checking, make sure everything's tight.
You have sandblasting machines as well.
So this is pretty cool that we have this. This is our little shelf that we got. We have a hot tank. We got this the first day we got this. We started using it. Little parts washer. For all these old cars and any new cars that come in, big valve cover gaskets, and people are not maintaining their cars. And a sandblast. This is a sandblast cabinet. What high school program has a sandblast cabinet? And this is what's, again, talking about support, what the district supports in students and what they can accomplish with the equipment and what they have in their facilities exposed to them, to the industry. We have Snap-on tools. It's really expensive stuff. It's not...
You have more students all the way around this place. What are they doing? Take us there.
So this is 1959. Right now they are taking apart, finished taking apart the suspension. They are taking off, I believe the under panels. We're waiting for all the front bushings.
Just outside the classroom, and here we're coming up on a 64 rag, and we're going to meet the proud owner. Junior.
How's it going? I'm Junior from Orange County Car Club. This is my 64 Impala, and I'm from Orange County Car Club, and I'm here in support of my good friend Sal Garcia. He's an auto shop teacher here at the Valley High School. Me and Sal actually have known each other since high school at Santa Ana High School through auto shop, and he's actually done so much work to my car for me, and teaching the kids and keeping the kids up with the lowrider scene.
Relax, it's not a show car.
Right.
It's very close, but you enjoy this ride. You take it everywhere.
Right.
And it's always good to have a good mechanic as a friend, right?
Right. Yes. Yeah. This car actually, I take it everywhere. It's known. I'm known to be driving this thing on the freeway from anywhere from like I live here in Santa Ana. I'm in LA. I'm in Riverside. I'm in San Diego. I drive. This thing's known to be driven on the freeway. Yeah, and and Sal Garcia is the one that keeps me on the road.
Have Lowrider will travel.
Right. Exactly.
That's a beautiful thing, man. So the students to come out here and support this, we just talked to quite a few of the students that are here.
Yes.
And what they're getting into. All show, and sometimes, like they say, all show and no go. But it is about go, especially you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Car shows are beautiful, but I mean, there is no other show than you can hit the streets. Got your music playing, of course. But for the students to come out here and see a few lowriders out here in support of what's going on over here, and I mean the attention, the color of the car, the convertible, I mean it's beautiful. It's the most famous lowrider, right? 64 Impalas, and at least these students could come in here and appreciate what you have and wow, and then they can walk up in the engine bay, look in here, and they know everything that's going on. And as beautiful as that front grille is, or your chrome strips down the side, that's a beautiful engine you have too. And they're mechanics. So they see anything and everything that is wrong. I see you have hydraulic hoses.
Yep.
And hydraulic cylinders.
Yep.
So it's fully accessorized, right?
Right.
But that's good though for the students to see something like this.
Right. Yeah, it gives them some type of encouragement instead of just seeing your average everyday street car. They see something like this, you know, something a little bit different but flashy, bright paint, you know, 13-inch wheels, hydraulic suspension. You know, that's not your everyday car, and it gives them a little bit of encouragement to come into class, to not just see your everyday car, but it is also so familiar with your everyday car. It still runs off of gas, motor oil, you know.
Beautiful car, man.
Thank you.
So you'll bring your car over here to exhibit it sometimes so that the
Right.
kids get an idea.
Right. You know, if I need, you know, like I said, I drive my car a lot.
Right.
You know, I'm on the freeway. If I need any type of maintenance, I come here. If there's, you know, some oil change or oil leak, you know, maybe my alignment, you know, something that needs to be done, I bring it here, and the kids put it on their lift, and they go to town and get it back to where I could be set on the freeway again.
Beautiful. What looks good should always run good.
Right.
And you are also with the Alliance out here in Orange County, right?
I'm actually with the California Lowrider Alliance, so it's actually not just Orange County. We're actually from San Diego to up north. Yeah.
And some of the causes?
The causes is, I mean, our main thing was to legalize the cruising, and we accomplished that this year.
And talking about the cruising, we just had a conversation about the element of safety and those guys out there that want to have too much of a good time and then ruin it for everybody.
Right.
The trash, leftover trash, the drinking, attitudes sometimes.
Right.
And they have to understand that you like what we're doing out here. Yeah, it's all fun, but it's a lot of hard work, and they're just waiting to take it away at any time, man, for one reason only.
Right. Yeah. So my encouragement is try to keep your car on the street. Try to keep driving. I mean, I get it. Some of these cars are old. Some of them might overheat. Some of them might need to take that break. That's fine. Pull over, but there's no need to stay there for hours at a time. Keep it on the boulevard. What our band was lifted for was for cruising on the street. You know, that's how I feel about that. You know. And
it doesn't matter what car club you're from. We all represent.
Yes. Yeah,
all of us at one time. It's all one car club out there on the boulevards. So we got to take care of what is given to us, because whatever is given can be taken away.
Right.
And that's the first thing they're going to do. They're going to sit back, especially law enforcement, and let these guys just mess things up. It won't take too long.
Right.
And then what did it take just to get that to open up some of the boulevards? To get rid of the laws against cruising and everything. Look at all it took, how many years it took just to get to where we are right now. We have to appreciate
Yeah.
that these cars take forever, and everybody should own a car. Everybody should experience driving in a car. Throw the family inside there, get out there, just drive, go out and enjoy it. See the sights. Hey, you are the sight sometimes too, but that's our American pastime, especially with these classics. And once everybody understands that, they'll appreciate it more and they'll take care of our culture a lot more.
Right. Like, especially with my car, you know, I'm on the freeway and I'm driving down the freeway and I just look at cars next to me as I'm driving, and they're just recording me as I'm on the freeway. They're recording me, and it's like everybody appreciates it. I get older ladies, older men that come and tell me, man, I remember when I had that car when it was brand new. You know, it's a really fun car to drive, and yeah, I feel everybody should experience something like this once in their life.
Very good, Junior. Keep up the good work, man.
Thank you.
So there's a classroom cell, LS engines, on stands. There's all kinds of things here. But most of the credit goes to who?
Most of the credit goes to Mr. George P. Heiler. This was his vision. This was his dream, and I'm just, just passing it forward. George P. Heiler, Mrs. Heiler, recently passed away. Recently toured the facility. Casey Heiler, the Heiler family, they're tremendous supporter of this program. Again, I'm just passing it forward. This was their vision, having an automotive program here in Santa Ana. They have their business here. They own Tom's Truck Center, Carmelita Ford. Those of you guys that are here from Southern California, Santa Fe Springs, on the north side of the 5 freeway, that's Carmelita Ford. That's them. They come in. This is, as a matter of fact, this shirt right here that I'm wearing, the back of it, that's their logo. That's the original logo. That's Mr. George Heiler's logo. That and our business partners, High School Inc. business partners, all our business partners that come in and support, from buying tools, buying equipment, offering to pay transportation fees to go to field trips, to go to pay for events at competitions, as an instructor, as a parent, as a community. Thank you very much. You guys don't know what you guys are doing, but you guys are doing so much for our students. And please don't stop. Please continue. There's many more out there. Please get involved with your local high schools, your local programs. Automotive instructor, if there's an automotive instructor watching this, you want my info, you call me, you email me. My name is Saul Garcia. My email is saul.garcia@sausd.us. Send me an email, and I will, whatever I can do to help you guys out to be successful, whether it's helping you out, how to manage the shop, how to get more equipment, how to, if you're in the industry, you want to relate to a industry, to a high school, how do I do that? Who do I go to? Let me know.
There are not too many high schools out there that have classes such as this.
Yeah, so LA.
Very fortunate.
LA, thank you for saying that. Thank you for mentioning that. In LA, how big is the automotive industry in LA?
It's huge.
It's huge. How many dealerships are there in LA?
Hundreds.
New and independent
Used.
shops, a lot,
Right.
tons. How many auto shop programs in LA? Only 7. There's only 7 automotive programs in LA unified. Here in Orange County, there's 21 automotive programs. In Orange County, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but there's roughly around 16 or 17 automotive programs in San Diego County. I could be wrong on that number, okay? But the automotive programs are hurting. The transportation, logistics of the industry is hurting for technicians. So we're here trying to teach these kids on old school, old cars, so they can know the new stuff. Nothing's changing. All these cars still have brakes. All these cars still have suspensions. They all have electronic computers, but let me show you this. This is what our students are learning how to use. They're getting certified to use meters. And this application here, they can take this on. If they don't want to do automotive, it's fine. They can take this on to be in industrial. They want to be an electrician, they use the same application. They want to get into refrigerant, there you go. You want to be into something else, there you go. There's a lot of students. I have a lot of former students in here that graduated from this program. Some have gone into the industry as a female service advisor for Audi, technicians for Mercedes-Benz, Land Rover. One of my former students just called me 2 weeks ago. He just completed his 5-year anniversary working for Land Rover. 5 years here growing up in Santa Ana, not seeing one idea, one clue of what he wanted for his career. Now he's 5 years in the industry, has a family, has his own apartment, and that's just giving back a little bit. There's so much stuff I can talk about, so much. And one last thing, why do this? And there's a lot of I guess you want to say living behind the mask. And I say that, living behind the mask, and I talk about living behind the mask. I don't know what you're going through, what you went through last night, this morning, with your wife, with your girlfriend, with your son, your daughter. Everybody lives behind a mask. When they come to school, they forget about that. They work on a car, they forget about that. It's about working on somebody's car, and it's therapy to a lot of people. To me, that's my therapy. That's kind of like my getaway. Working on cars, I've worked on so many cars, and it's not about charging. I've worked on so many cars, and so many times I've never charged because it's the closure, it's the warm. Everybody has feelings. Everybody bleeds. Everybody cries. Everybody has a heart. So just paying it forward. That's all it is.
So there you have it, everybody. From freshmen to seniors in high school, rebuilding cars and building a better future. But thanks to everybody, especially Valley High School, for believing in these students from the get-go to allow all of this to take place, to build us a better future with instructors like you.
Yeah.
This is what we need.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us here, Sal.